We'll take another 60 seconds for everyone. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming all our stalwarts from the world of architects, interior designing, and designing per se. May I please kindly request all my special invites to kindly take their seats. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Allow us 60 seconds before we officially kickstart the most spectacular unveiling of our November issue of Society, Interiors and Design. Allow us 60 seconds.
Thank you, sir. We'll have a 40 seconds. Thank you. Yes, of course. It's our honor, love. Thank you. And of course, the one who breaks all the records, who believes in breaking all the records and going across borders with some great films, including our Bollywood and of course, across borders with monsoon weddings and thereafter believing in producing great content. He's won accolades for the same, ladies and gentlemen, and they recently, of course, the very great and amazing entrepreneurship regards. क्या बात है, आपको पता है मैं क्या कहने वाली हूँ? मैं कह रही हूँ, बात कर रही हूँ हमारा प्रो पंजाली और देखो पम भी आ गया. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for a very renowned superstar, an actor, come producer, come director and entrepreneur. Let's give it up for Pravin Dabas. We're so honored to have both of you here. And let me tell you, they are of course known a dynamic duo. धीरे धीरे राज बहुत सारे फाश होंगे क्योंकि आज इनके घर के इंटीरियर्स के बारे में भी हम बहुत कुछ सुनना चाहेंगे. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our very own media magnet. It gives us great pleasure with folded hands to welcome our living legend, ladies and gentlemen, Nari Hira sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Ashok sir. Wow. So we just feel like staring at you, Nari Hira. You're the most handsome gentleman we've ever seen in everyone's life. Humble thanks to you, dear sir. No, sir, I'm not going to say this to anyone. Pravin, you know this, right? I was with you guys last evening as well. Thank you. See, I spoke the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the gentleman on the cover page. He's busy traveling because pura ghar hi, pura jahan hi unka ghar hai. But I absolutely have great honor for his very lovely architect wife, Sujata ji, and his lovely daughter, architect Alisha ji, to kindly join us here, ladies and gentlemen, on our cover page of November Society. Please, can we have you here? Thank you. Interior and design is Cosima Chittalwala. So, I can invite the lovely daughter here this side. Come, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much and congratulations to both of you. How excited are you to see Dad and Dad's project on the cover page of Society, Interiors and Design? But, thoda sa intezar karna, aap soch ke rakho, I'm going to speak to you right after the grand unveiling. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment of the evening, the grand unveiling. Join me for the countdown of 10 and let us see the brilliant project by the gentleman on the cover page, architect Cosima Chittalwala. Let's have a countdown. I'm going to request our lovely queen, Preeti Jhangiani, Pravin Dabas, to kindly do the honors. 10. Okay, so you all take your best side. 9. 8. Louder. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Heartfelt congratulations to architect Cosima Chittalwala's innovative and practical approach to Design presenting our November 2022 edition of Society's Interiors and Design. Ladies and gentlemen, our India's #1 architecture interior design magazine. Wow. Kya baat hai. Thank you so much. Also gives me great pleasure in welcoming our living legend. We're going to have you here pretty soon. Our living legend, Hasmukh Shah sir, and our very renowned, in a few minutes I'll invite you, and our very renowned architect, Hiten Sethi ji. Bahut shukriya. But for now, I'm going to please invite Swati ji, Ashok Damankar sir, and Shivinder sir to kindly join us here for a photo op, please. Come, Miss Swati. Shivinder sir, kindly join us here. Ashok sir. For one photo op, please. Post which we'll have a felicitation ceremony. Everyone a little closer, a little compact, so that we come right to the back. We humbly request our media magnet, Nari Hira sir, to kindly present a lovely bouquet to our flower herself, our very pretty Preeti Jhangiani ji, please. Thank you, Miss Preeti, for being here with us. For Pravin Dabas sir, please. And of course, on the cover page, architect Cosima's lovely wife, Sujata ji, and a lovely bouquet for the very young entrepreneur, come architect. Let's give it up for Ali Shah. Thank you. We shall now request Nari Hira sir to kind of चर्चा शुरू होगी. कुछ राज फाश होने जा रहे हैं. प्रीति आपको बता दूं. सबसे पहले तो आप सबके हम शुक्रगुजार हैं. Kindly be here with us. शुक्रिया. हमारे मन में और दिल में बहुत सारे सवाल हैं, लेकिन सबसे पहले हम आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे that how has your association been with?
Thank you. A very good evening to everybody here. And firstly, thank you for inviting us for this unveiling. Nari Hira sir, I'm meeting you after so long, and it's always a pleasure and it's wonderful to see you. Society magazine, of course, we all know has been around for so long, and it is a trusted and much renowned name, and it is always a pleasure to be associated, to be here. It feels wonderful. And I am so glad that there is such a big unveiling now happening, and I hope for this to go further and much further over the years. So thank you once again for having us here, and it's our honor and our pleasure to unveil this month's magazine cover. Thank you.
It's an honor for us. Thank you.
First of all, congratulations, sir, on the unveiling and the magazine. I've actually been a big fan of the magazine, and I follow it regularly and read it. And I have a small story to tell how I got interested in interiors and design and art, especially. My interest came through art, which I find, associated very closely to interiors. So when I first came to Mumbai, it was very hard to get a PG accommodation, because I didn't have a job. So I had to lie to them. A friend of mine, I was taking it jointly with him. He already had a job in an agency. I had to lie that I have a job. I couldn't tell them I'm a wannabe actor. So I had to lie to them, I've got a job in an ad agency. And so they, gave us the accommodation, me also. Now to keep up with that lie, I had to leave every morning at 8:30 pretending to go to work. So every morning I would go 8:30 pretending to go to work, and I would hang out at Gateway of India. Now after a couple of days I got bored. I was like, what do I do? So what I started doing is I started walking around and I started discovering the art district, starting with Jhanjar Art Gallery. And to use my time, I started visiting these art galleries and various shows and various artists, and started to get some understanding, though you can never fully understand art and design, but have some understanding of flow and, of composition and, various things of what attracts me to it, what colors I like, and started seeing all of these great artists and interiors and designs which have been around for such a long time. And when I got my first ad and my first pay, surprisingly, the first thing I did was go to Jhanjar and buy a painting that I liked. And nobody believed me when I, was doing some theater and I told people, look, somebody was looking at a director was looking at a pamphlet from Jhanjar art gallery. And I said, I bought that painting, and he started laughing at my face. He was like, ha ha ha, tu painting kharidega. But I told him, yeah, so I did. So that was my, you can say, beginning of the association with art, design, interiors, and I've always been a very big fan of a lot of architects and the whole thought and passion behind creating something. Because when you create any building or house or anything, it is a work of art. You're creating, it's a design and vision, and I've got a big respect for all of you here who do that. So thank you, and big congrats to all of you, and thank you, Mr. Nari Hira and Society Magazine, for giving this platform, to people who are passionate about interiors and design. And thank you for educating people like us, for allowing us to read and connect with all of you amazing architects and interior designers out there. So thank you.
To add to that, usually it's the lady of the house who's always decorating and everything down to the upholstery and to the curtains are her choice. But at our place, everything down to the upholstery is chosen by Pravin, and including all the art on the walls. So yes, we know who's the creative one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
You can have a microphone.
Yeah, the one thing I chose was the drapes, and it's gone horribly wrong. So yeah, I think I need to buy the magazine first. Yeah. I need to take a good tutorial first. Yeah.
We'll gift you every month at your doorstep. And be so lucky, Preeti just next door, and I can find that extra energy, that extra spark in you. Is it because you just close by?
Yes.
Seriously? And she's so excited and thrilled, trust me. I really haven't seen this, excitement of you all. And she's like, I must tell you, I must mention to all of you, I've been with her, I've been fortunate enough, to having welcomed her at several places. But aaj kuch alag hi spark hai. Of course, you are with your absolutely life partner, but kuch alag hai.
Might be the glitter.
The glitter, you always absolutely agree. So I really want to know, so you already mentioned that he takes, more interest in, or maybe, it's his bit. But I really want to know, which is your best place, because I've visited your beautiful house, and my first compliment to you all was, कितना खूबसूरत घर है. मतलब मेरी आंखें blink होना बंद नहीं, पहले तो आपको देखकर blink नहीं कर रही थी, फिर आपका घर. So I want to know, which is your favorite corner in your house, Preeti? Of course, knowing the fact that it's Pravin who's the most decision taker there. Please tell us a little bit about that cozy home feeling, about that interior feeling which makes you feel completely soulful.
Thank you, firstly, Simran, for your kind words about our home. I think, a home, more than anything, and even when you work with your architect, I think more than anything, it should be personal. Everything should be more personal, and it should feel like a home and not like a hotel or a palace. So the first thing is that it should be a home, and no matter how large it is, we have a little place, thank you, Simran, but we have a place where we can call home, and the one spot that you're saying is the most comfortable, I would say, is our little balcony, which I think is beautiful in the morning. Bandra is, for those of you from here, know that it's beautiful in the mornings and lovely sunset, and this time the weather is fantastic. So I think 7 to 8 a.m. at our balcony is my comfort spot. Yeah.
Beautiful. What about you, Pravin? Every space, every nook and corner is by you, but still.
I have a nice little corner on the sofa, but I can see, the paintings there, and the interesting thing is each painting has a story behind it, because of what time, when it was bought, from who it was bought, the connection with the artist as well. So there's a story. So when I see these around me, and even sculptures, various things that we picked up, along the way, they have a story and a connection. So there's a feeling of, calmness just looking at them, and surprisingly, I bought them at a time when I actually couldn't afford them. But there was just that connection with art, while other people were investing in FDs and flats, I was investing in art, So, like I said, there's a feeling of comfort of being around, things which have a certain emotional connect with you and your house. What bigger emotional connect can, your house have?
Brilliant. So thank you so much. Now you know how much credit we give to all of you for making all of us feel so comfortable. And trust me, the entire credit goes to each one of you for giving us that beautiful space. I want to ask my very lovely Sujataji, your lovely daughter, who's also an architect and following, parents' footsteps. What is your philosophy of design? What would you like to say, sweetheart?
I think it's like she just mentioned, it's very personal to each and everyone, and as much as we say that design is very critical when you view it, I think it's what you perceive, how you like, how and also to make sure that what you're doing it for and for whom you're doing it for, that's a very important aspect to this. So I think it's just a personal opinion on everybody and what your taste is like. I'm not
sure. That's enough. And how does it feel? That project is on the cover page. How amazing are you feeling tonight? Are you proud of Dad? You want to call him and say, Dad, this is like absolute incredible.
Well, I would say this is the first time that I'm doing something like this for him. He's usually here and he would have been doing this otherwise. But of course he makes me very proud. I'm always proud of him. On all the occasions that he's been put up on the cover page. This is probably the third time that he's on the cover page. And I'd only say thank you very much to the magazine to recognize our work, to have us at this platform, to pen it down for us. And I hope that this continues and we would be there on multiple cover pages henceforth.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much and congratulations to you, Sujataji. Please kindly be here with us. I'm also going to take this opportunity of congratulating all our 20 architects whose work has been featured in our present November edition of Society, Interiors and Design. So I'm going to have all of you come here and of course, the great felicitation by our stars of tonight. But before we go ahead with inviting each and every one of you, let's truly give it up for our living legend, Hasmukh Shah Sahab. Jai Shri Krishna sir, please Abhija. We'd like to felicitate you, but before that, we'd like to hear a few words from you. What is your say on Society, Interiors and Design, sir, please? Thank you, Hasmukh sir.
Thank you, Society, for providing this platform for the designers, and I am very proud representing Triple ID as a chairman of Triple ID Mumbai. Most of my friends are here and many of them are Triple ID members, so I am very proud of it. And I am very proud because Khosem Chittalwala is a member of Triple ID Mumbai as well as he is part of my committee, so I am proud of him. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! And going back, I am associated with Triple ID. Triple ID is associated with Society Interiors since last 25 years, and Hiraji was always there when we used to come for the jury and all, and giving awards to the colleges and all. So my association with Society Interiors 25 years back, and I remember my project being featured 25 years back. I think Swati, I hope you remember 25, and since then my association with Society is being there, and I'm always there, part of the jury for the colleges and doing things for the students. So I thank once again Society for giving me this opportunity to speak about it. Thank you.
So we are proud of you and thank you so much.
Thank you for your humble presence, sir. We please request Ms. Preeti Jhangiani ji and Pravin Dabas to kindly present a bouquet to our living legend, Hasmukh Shah Sahab, please. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to applaud. But of course, we living in the world of social media. If you have your gadgets in your hand, feel free to scream, cheer, and whistle as well. CD bajana bhi allowed hai. Bahut shukriya, sir. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's truly give it up for our ultimate architect, internationally renowned, Hiten Sethi Saab. May we please kindly welcome you here, dear sir. बड़ी अच्छी सीढ़ी आती है, प्लीज बजाइए म्यूजिकल. सर प्लीज बुरा मत माना, आजकल ट्रेंड चेंज हो गया है क्योंकि मोबाइल फोन्स हाथ में होते हैं तो तालियां बजा नहीं सकते हम, तो अपने सेहत का ख्याल अब हम सीटी बजा के करते हैं, तो प्लीज डोंट थिंक अदरवाइज. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. At first, may I please kindly request you to kindly tell us a little bit about, of course, Society Interiors and Design, and you being one of our topmost architects of the country, a very renowned name across the world. What is your say on designing? How close is it to your heart?
I think, thanks everyone. Thanks sir. So thanks Swati for inviting us, and of course, because I'm a distance this time, we will take it with him. I think right from our college time, I think there were very few magazines which actually participated into architecture and design, and I think Society did a wonderful job. It was always inspiring at that time to look at this projects in here, and it always gives you a sort of a challenge to be there. Over the years, I've seen they've kept the quality, they have an eye for detailing, they have an eye for projects, and I think it's so nice to and refreshing to see the magazine each and every time whenever a new edition comes. So with this, I must compliment the whole crew, the whole editor, and Mr. Hira for bringing out this endeavor, and I hope it's going to take us to places. Internationally also, I mean, we've been covered in a couple of magazines, but I think the quality of this print is, I think, at par with most of the projects around. I just hope now architecture, interiors, everything is getting amalgamated. Product design is getting intermixed now with all the kind of new innovations which are coming in. I think Society can expand its horizons beyond interiors to get into architecture and product design. With this, I would like to thank you once again for giving this honor.
Please. Please. Thank you. Thank you very much to Architect Hiten Sethi, sir. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, to all those who are also featured in the magazine, let's truly invite all of them. Let's give it up for Architect Ankura and Architect Lalita Tharani and Architect Majid Ahmad. You already have a lot of fans out here. Kya baat hai? Wow. Thank you very much. Feel free to have as many pics as you like, different poses for different social media handles. Please feel free. May we kindly invite Architect Ajit Gupte ji. Thank you. इसी भी कौन इतनी मस्त बजा रहा है प्लीज मुझे भी सिखाएं मतलब इतनी कंफर्टेबली किस तरह मतलब अच्छा लग रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है सेलिब्रेशन हो रहा है यहाँ पर थैंक यू वेरी मच टू आर्किटेक्ट अजित गुप्ते जी अब ये दोनों एसेस के लिए तालियां बज रही है कि किस लिए वो राज तो फाश ही रहने वाला है हमें पता नहीं चलेगा थैंक यू सचिन and thank you very much Shami ji. May we please kindly invite Architect Ritu and wow, he's so overwhelmed welcoming all the architects, interior designers and to everyone. Thank you, sir. फार स्वागत आहे सर तुमचा. केतन सारी लेडीज बुला रही हैं आपका नाम आर्किटेक्ट केतन सर. May we please kindly invite. ये सबके लिए तालियां बजा रहे थे. You're also a fan. Absolutely. Please आ जाएं आप दोनों आ जाएं आराम से first lady please. Thank you architect Nilesh and Bhavya King Kare. Thank you to both of you all for your brilliant. Thank you, a very warm hello to both of you. क्या नाम है? Chand. माफी चाहूंगी, Architect Chand sir. Thank you so much. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Architect Chand and Madhvi Vise. Thank you, Chand sir. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best oncologist surgeons our country has, and
वेट मैम वीडियो के लिए
Sure. I'm going to request my lovely crew to kindly take their seats, and we have just last 2 questions from both of you, please. Thank you for our friends from the media. May we please invite architect Ashiana Pradhan here with us. Architect Ashiana Pradhan.